here's the big question. You're interested in value investing and valuing and evaluating businesses on a deep level, but you don't know how, even after researching for hours, probably dozens of hours, hundreds of hours on the internet, and because nobody else shows you how to do it. This podcast has all those answers and much more about value investing and finance. My name is Jason Rivera. Welcome to Value Investing in Your Car. Hey, Jason here. In this episode of Value Investing in Your Car, I want to talk about the importance of taking care of the little things. Before we get to that, though, I need to let you know that this series is available as a podcast anywhere in the world for free on all major podcasting platforms. Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, SoundCloud, iTunes, and more. This episode is available as a podcast anywhere in the world for free. Okay, so today I want to talk about the importance of the little things, taking care of the little things. I'm going to talk about my personal experience, but knowing many of you deal with the same stuff I do. So that's why I wanted to talk about this subject today. I have big goals, big dreams, making hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, helping take care of and educate 153 million orphans worldwide. All this kind of stuff that I've outlined in other episodes and other videos on this blog over last year, couple years. Sometimes it gets lost, though, in all of this to take care of the little things, at least for me. I'm a big picture thinker. I'm very good at the tactical stuff, but I like thinking big picture stuff more. Frankly, I think I'm better at it. I'm better suited to it. And I like doing that stuff more. Just personally, I like doing that stuff more as well. I enjoy it more. I like meeting with clients. I like presenting to potential clients. I like reaching out to people and finding and sourcing and vetting and then receiving a $6.2 million deal. I like negotiating stuff like that, big picture stuff. I like negotiating deals. I like working towards strategic goals, long-term goals. I like all this stuff more than the little tactical stuff. So often, what happens for me is I get lost I forget to take care of the little things. And I've gone back over the last couple months with my team and started reworking on the little things a lot more and a lot better. Just frankly, things I should have done a long time ago. For example, the website, Value Investing Journey website. We redid it earlier this year. My team redid it earlier this year. Got the new site up and running. Got it going. But traffic was way down. I didn't know why. It was down by a factor of 4 or 5 times to where it was previously. Didn't know why, so we figured out all this stuff, and then I personally took care of the SEO on a lot of the stuff. One of my teammates worked on speeding up the site so we would show up higher in Google search rankings because we didn't optimize the site well. Again, another little thing. After my teammate redid it, we didn't speed up the site. And if you don't have a fast site, not only does it frustrate people coming to your site, but you also show up lower in Google rankings. So when people were searching for value investing stuff, my site wasn't coming up because I wasn't taking care of the little things that I should have been taking care of. Another little thing. I'm working with a company doing some writing right now, and he came to my website, said he wanted to see my stuff and sign up for my website and see some of my back-end stuff and how automations worked and emails and stuff like that. He came to my site and couldn't figure out where to sign up. He couldn't find anywhere to sign up. So I looked at my site and I was like, we forgot to turn back on all the places where people can sign up for our email list. Duh. So we weren't getting any new email subscribers for literally months. So I redid those and reworked those and took care of those. And now we're getting signups again magically. It's weird how that happens. So those are two kind of real world examples. What's an investing example of taking care of little things? If you have this investment thesis, it looks great on all metrics, looks great on all metrics. Valuation looks great. Margin of safety looks great, but you aren't quite sure if you can trust management. That's a seemingly little thing that becomes massive, because if you can't trust management, in my opinion, you shouldn't invest in the situation no matter what the potential upside is. I personally don't. If I can't 100% feel that I can trust management, I don't invest in the situation no matter what, again. But that's a little thing that could turn into a huge thing. And I'm a big believer that little things become huge things if you incrementally improve them. What that means for me is I constantly work to improve things a little bit at a time. Changing headlines, changing the mail opt-ins and what the wording is, changing the color of them. These things can have a huge difference. Split testing. These things can have a huge difference, make a huge difference on signups, conversions, sales, all that kind of stuff. So over the last couple of years, as I've learned more about marketing, because split testing is huge in marketing, I've come to appreciate the little things even more. And again, I got away from it over the last year or so and paid for it. So we fixed all these things on the website. We turned back on our mailing list and redid them and all that kind of stuff. So far, and these very early, not even over an entire month, so far website and traffic is up about 4x. YouTube views, we redid all the YouTube descriptions, SEO, all that kind of stuff. YouTube views up about 2x. Subscribers, getting subscribers again on a daily basis. View time on YouTube videos up, I think 2 or 3x, if memory serves me right. And podcast downloads and listens up about 1.5x. So this is the power of incrementally improving things. These things are little time-consuming tactical things that, again, I don't necessarily like doing, but they're necessary to improve things. And more importantly, they're necessary for me to do to help you, because if it wasn't for those things, you probably wouldn't be seeing any of this content, any of this valuable content. I wouldn't be showing up in value investing rankings or Google rankings for value investing search terms. I wouldn't be showing up on YouTube rankings, and you wouldn't be getting all this great free content and learning about value investing, improving your skills, all that kind of stuff. Marketing, I'm a huge believer that marketing, especially when done by ethical people who actually truly want to help, is necessary. Not only necessary, but good for everybody. Because again, if you're looking for let's say you're looking to become a better value investor, and you can't find a site like mine where I'm truly want to help you improve your skills, you may find another site where people are just trying to make money off of you and trying to sell you crap information, that kind of stuff. So I'm a huge believer that people should, if they are, again, doing a great job, truly wanting to help people, are honorable, are trustworthy, all that kind of stuff, and they have great products and services, should market themselves a lot. Because if they don't, then those people who are looking for problems or solutions to problems will be going to other people. And there are a lot of, again, I've mentioned this several times in several videos, there are a lot of crappy people, untrustworthy people in the finance and value investing and investing arenas. So that's why I'm a huge believer in taking care of the little things. And again, I've dedicated the bulk of the last month or so, me and my team, to fixing the little things. Another example is we're trying to release this case study series for you guys. New case study series talking about capital allocation, misallocation of capital, and the importance of this skill and how it can 20x your investment returns. Trying to release these videos for you at a very cheap price, $7 when it comes up, when we can get it working. I'll get to that in a second. This is the little thing I'm talking about. $7. Normally I charge at least $500 for this, and these videos were previously only exclusive to masterclass and coaching program students. but I thought they were so valuable, I want to share them with you at a discounted price. Plus, you get a whole bunch of bonuses as well, which I'll talk about in another video. But there's one little minor thing that's holding us up from releasing this. There's something wrong with the order form. My teammate, who is a tech wizard, ClickFunnels wizard, is figuring it out with ClickFunnels support. And from my looks of it so far, and again, I'm not a tech, I know tech, but I'm not a tech nerd. I don't know how to script things. I don't know how to write code, any of that stuff. What their support is saying as of right now is that there's literally like 2 lines of code that shouldn't be there, and we don't know how it got there, and we need to remove it, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. So 2 lines of code is holding this entire thing up, this entire automation structure, email automations, you from getting these videos, you from getting all these bonuses that we're putting in there, $1,000 plus with our bonuses, all this kind of stuff that we've been working behind the scenes on for a month now is being held up by possibly 2 lines of code. Again, we don't even know how the code got there, but it got there, and we have to remove it, and hopefully that fixes the issue, and then we can release the stuff for you. That's another real world example of taking care of the little things. Another investing example is my situation from a couple months ago where I was selling that company, and we got an offer for $6.2 million. The valuation was higher, a bit higher than what we thought we could sell the company for. The terms were awful though. The terms were just terrible. If you haven't seen the video, the terms were they essentially wanted to pay out over 8 years a percentage of the portfolio instead of just kind of equal payments. And we couldn't agree to those terms, even though the valuation was better. So this might seem like minor details, but it's not. Minor details, again, at some point, it may not have happened in the first year, first 2 years, whatever, but at some point, that would have been a horrible deal for my clients, so I had to turn the deal down. So even another example is if you don't know what ROIC is, for example, return on invested capital. If you don't know what that is, why it's important, what it means, again, little tiny things, tactical things, from an investment thesis standpoint. If you don't know what goes into that number, why it's important, is the company going to continue earning high rates of return? If they're not, are they going to earn higher rates of return? If they are the rates going to fall lower? If you can't figure out that kind of little stuff, it could ruin your entire investment thesis. So I'm not a huge believer. Again, I've always been a big thinker, big dreamer, and I don't mind taking care of little things in a lot of cases, but I like the bigger things more. But over the last couple of years, last 2-3 years, I've become to appreciate more the importance of the little things. And I think as a value investor, it's ultra important for you as a business person, entrepreneur, whatever. It's necessary, because if, for example, you sign up for one of our email lists and you don't get what you're supposed to get, when you're supposed to get it, you're going to be pissed off and you're not going to come back to the site. You're going to think I'm scamming you. So we have to make sure all that kind of stuff is working properly, so you get your courses, your downloads, your resources, your templates, valuation templates, whatever you're wanting to get, your course access. We have to make sure all that stuff that you get it when you're supposed to get it, again, or you're going to be pissed off and you're not going to come back to the site because you're going to think I'm scamming you. So that's why taking care of the little things is ultra important, because the little things end up, if you don't take care of them, end up becoming major problems. Major problems. I hope this helps. I hope you find some value in this video. If you do, let me know in the comments below. If you're listening on YouTube, make sure to like, love, share, and comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime we're releasing a video, and releasing new videos 2 to 4 times a week. And if you're listening on the podcast, make sure to like, love, share, comment, leave a review as well. We'd love to hear from you. And again, I answer all comments myself, read and answer all comments myself. And I'd love to hear from you on this topic. What do you think? How important are little things to you? Has there been an example of a time when you messed up on something little, or you thought it was little and it ended up coming to bite you later on in the future. I'd love to hear those comments, so we can all continue to learn, because again, these are only some examples that I've used from my personal experiences, and I know there's a lot more that we can all learn from. So thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.